Well, it was an interesting game, obviously. We made things a little bit harder on ourselves at the end than we needed to. We missed some foul shots. We had some turnovers. But, you know, earlier in the season, we would have lost this game. We would have, the foul shots, the turnovers would have freaked us out, and we'd have lost. And instead, we maintained our composure. We kept getting stops, and we made enough free throws and made enough plays to win the game. I thought Kyle was huge for us in this game. He came in the first half and got us going, gave us an energy that we didn't have. Made shots, got to the rim, and made plays for people, and that was really huge for us. And then he made that big three in the left corner there late. So I thought his performance was real critical to our ability to win. But of course, I was a little disappointed, and we got real sped up at the end, and we got scattered and, you know, tentative and all that. But you got to give Arkansas credit for that, because that's just what they do to you. They get you sped up, and they get you frantic, and they're good at that. That's their style. That's their game. And I thought for the most part, for 35 minutes, we were unaffected by it. As a matter of fact, I thought we were able to take advantage of it in some cases, but I thought the last 2 minutes it kind of got to us a little bit. But I'm real proud of my team for persevering and making the plays that we had to make in order to win.
All right, thanks. We'll take your questions just for the two student athletes. If you'll raise your hand, we'll get a floor mic to you. Go ahead and start on the right.
How much do you guys want Kentucky?
Don't even do what?
Were you looking forward to playing them again? Was that?
Go ahead, Rod.
Was that question for?
We were just trying to make it to the next day, and regardless of who we had to play, our biggest goal was just to make it to Friday, and so we're happy to be playing on Friday.
Other questions for either student athlete? Raise your hand. Let's go to the second row.
How much do you want Kentucky? Come on, man.
Kyle, how important was it to make the extra pass to get open looks, and was that something you guys struggled with in the first game against Arkansas in January?
What, to make the extra pass? I mean, that's something that Coach already has been telling us to do, is like make plays for each other and start making extra pass, because we know that if we make the extra pass, then like our teammates are going to make it for us. And I remember how one time I think I drove and threw it to Kevin, and Kevin had an open shot, but he drove and he threw it to Keegan, and Keegan threw it to Rod, and Rod had a wide open shot, even more open. I mean, I just feel like if we keep playing for each other, then, I mean, things will really work out.
Okay, third row.
Both you guys had some of the better games of your career tonight. Talk a little bit about how you're feeling out there.
Rod, would you take that first?
I just say for me and Kyle, I think we felt really comfortable out there, and we just tried to stay confident and stay aggressive, and regardless of the circumstance, our biggest goal was just to keep moving forward, and I think that helped us out tonight.
Kyle?
Yeah, I felt like we were more playing like a team, and like we all knew how big this game was, and the whole thing about it was Coach just said, let's try to play so we can play for Friday. Let's play on Friday. We got to keep going hard. We cannot stop. And like a big thing for me also was to see my little brother out in the stands. I haven't seen him in a long time, so that kind of uplifted my spirits, you know.
Is he going to be here tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So, I mean, I feel like that really helped me a lot also.
Question in the back left. Go ahead.
For Rod and Kyle, what do you guys remember from the last game against Kentucky, and what do you guys need to do differently to change the outcome?
Kyle?
What I feel like we need to do is stop throwing punches. I feel like Kentucky's a really good team and a talented team, but I feel like what they did better than us was they kept throwing punches. Like they kept playing hard, and I felt like in like the last 4-minute war, we got tight and we stopped throwing punches. But I feel like now we've gotten a little older to the point where we have to know that even if the game's close, we cannot stop throwing punches because they're going to throw it at us.
And Rod?
Yeah, I would say the same thing. We just got to compete for 40 minutes. We had stretches in that game where we didn't play too well, and it really hurt us at the end. So I think the biggest thing is just trying to go out there and compete for a full 40 minutes.
We'll take two more questions. We go to the back right, and then we'll come back to the front.
Kyle, you told us on Monday that you believe this team could make a run. You're leading by example tonight?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I mean, I just feel like if we all play together, I feel like Keegan made some clutch shots. Rob made a clutch shot. I tried to make a clutch shot. So I just feel like, if we're all in it for each other, and it doesn't matter who scores the points or who makes the extra pass, I feel like we're going to be a really good team.
All right, last question down front.
Kyle, with the foul trouble in the first half, you had to know you were going to play some pretty big stretches for a while there. How hard is that against a team that presses you the way they do?
It's hard, but when you have a guard like Keegan, who's really calm with the ball and who's also a good leader as a point guard, it really helps you out a lot. So basically, I didn't have to handle the ball the whole time, and me and Keegan just kept basically just sharing it with each other. So we didn't have to get so tired.